Well, here I am today, just did a delivery at the Arlington Food Assistance Center here in Shirlington at the bridge, 4-mile run. Just wanted to talk a little bit about personal agency again, the post I did on July 10th, the video. One thing is this problem about street smarts versus book smarts, that if you have a lot of book knowledge and academic skill and ability to express yourself and so forth, you may be able to there's a helicopter going over. You may be able to influence things a lot. And a lot of people may think that's not very fair. You may feel that's part of your own personal agency. And it may not turn out well. If there's a lot of inequity in society, you may be seen as a source of aggravation. And so when I talk about what the responsibility of an individual like me is in a case like this, it's very personal. It's not about belonging to a group. It's not about being non-binary or being disabled or anything. My situation is actually what they call dyspraxia, but that's not really a disability. So that, to explore that in the kind of context I'm used to and to see how it scales to other people, I would talk about it in 4 steps, like I did in the 3rd DATT book. One is simply the environment when you were growing up, where your grades were a kind of currency as your self-worth relative to others, and where you were very good academically but didn't do very well in PE. You were very good at music and some other things, and had built up quite an identity around your life as it was then, and that's actually very interesting. Then your sexuality, which is kind of part 2, which has some very difficult things to face. Won't get into it right here. Then the workplace would be part 3, the fact that we had basically a world where you could have a double life until the internet came along, and then somewhere about the time social media became a lot more important in the late, say around 2010 or a little before then. The idea that you could have a double life kind of went away and disappeared, and that isn't possible anymore. So that leads to freedom of reach, which is the last part, your own influence, that you can reach any place in the globe. But you can't take that for granted. It's not necessarily a constitutional right or something you should assume. There are a lot of serious threats to it, like erosion of Section 230 that we keep on hearing about. So I would propose making 4 very short videos, kind of in the same style I'm talking about now, and then going back and making much more professional videos about each of those 4 aspects.